A sniper with Canada's Special Forces in Iraq has shattered the world's record for the longest confirmed kill shot. Sources say a member of Joint Task Force 2 killed an ISIS insurgent from a distance of more than 3.4 kilometers. The shot was taken from a high rise, and the bullet took under 10 seconds to reach the target. The world record was previously held by a British sniper who killed a Taliban gunner at a distance of just under 2.5 kilometers. My next guest is a former sniper with the Canadian military and set a record back in 2002 for a shot of his own, a shot of 2,430 meters, when he gunned down an Afghan insurgent. Rob Furlong now owns a marksmanship academy. He joins me from Edmonton. Good morning. Thanks for being on our program.
Morning, Marcia.
So can you put this into perspective for us? How difficult is it to make that kind of a shot? This is what, almost 3.5 kilometers?
Yeah, that's correct. So for our viewers watching, there's a big interest, obviously, in precision rifle shooting and long-range shooting now. Pretty much all around North America. There's a lot of civilian competitions and so forth, and these ranges are attainable. You have to take in consideration, our guys operating overseas or in a combat situation, they don't have the luxury of, having lots of time and being properly hydrated, properly fed, and fatigue plays a big portion. These are very, very difficult shots from operators. These guys are having to take a lot of things into consideration. One of the big things we have as an advantage now for our military personnel is, especially JTF being the cream of the crop of Canadian Armed Forces, they have the proper equipment, they have high power laser rangefinders, they have ballistic software, wind meters, and of course they have the budget for the proper equipment and the proper training.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that, and I'm glad that you brought up the actual weapon, because I'm wondering, when we're talking about this guy's accomplishment and the fact that he's broken a record, how much of it is the technology? How much of it is the person behind it? I mean, how do you pull this off?
I'll equivalent it to, a Formula One race car driver. You could be the best race car driver in the world. It takes a lot of time and practice to get to that level, but without the proper race car, you're not going to be successful. And it's the same thing for a sniper. Obviously, to be at that level, which he is, it takes a lot of training, a lot of dedication on his personal part, but the equipment is imperative. You have to have top-of-the-line equipment, top-of-the-line training.
What other skills does a sniper need to have? And I should also mention that a number of Canadian snipers, including yourself, hold world records.
It really comes down to the team. There's going to be the guy pulling the trigger, the actual sniper behind the gun, but it's equally as important as your spotter. Once that bullet leaves the gun and is downrange, the spotter is really going to be relaying information to the shooter as to if there's a miss, what has to happen, what information has got to be entered into his elevation and windage. It's a big team effort when it comes to that component.
Can you even see that far in the distance, 3.5 kilometers?
Oh yeah, no problem. With some of the high-end HD glass optics that are out there now for spotters, it's shooting at those distances really isn't, seeing at those distances really isn't difficult. And if there is a miss, usually there's a splash, especially in that type of terrain. So this is more than capable.
Rob Furlong, fascinating. Thanks so much for talking to us today. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.